Our nation's sports show. The number 5 is an odd number, and in week 5 in the NFL, the games were very, very odd. Tonight, we break down all of the action from week 5 in the National Football League. On Thursday Night Football, the Chicago Bears finally got their first victory of the season against the Commanders. On Sunday, for a second consecutive week in London, the Jacksonville Jaguars won again, this time against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in a close one. Cincinnati, for once this season, their offense seemed to be clicking on all levels, led by Joe Burrow and his favorite wide receiver target, Jamar Chase. Burrow and Chase hooked up 3 times for touchdowns. Pittsburgh and Baltimore had one of the most strangest, insane games of this year's regular season. Another odd game took place in week 5 between the Texans and the Falcons. The Saints shut out the Patriots as Mac Jones struggles with New England. Continue. On the road in Minnesota, the Chiefs beat the Vikings. Detroit defeated Carolina, and alongside of the Bears, the Jets survived the Broncos. The Colts beat the Titans in a close one. On Sunday Night Football, Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers defeated Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys in a blowout. Purdy and George Kittle connected for 3 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey for a 14th consecutive time and a regular season game scored a touchdown. And on Monday Night Football, the Raiders survived the Packers by 4. And tonight, we bring to you week 6 of our prediction battles. It's showtime.
Good up to the court, talking all that is sport, breaking down the latest news, scores, and more. Welcome to our Nation Sports Show.
All right, here we go. Excuse me. Welcome, everybody. You wanted the best? When it comes to the world of talking sports, you got the best. Excuse me, sorry. What's going on, everybody? It is our Nation Sports Show. It is another lovely Tuesday. I am Mr. Vickery, of course, here with the crew, and we'll get to these guys in a second. We got a lot to talk about. Week 5 in the NFL, officially complete. We'll cover the games from week 5. And we'll do our predictions for week 6. Can't wait to get on that. Of course, our boy Hijacker Mike will be joining us again around 8:15 Eastern to do his picks along with us. So it's going to be awesome to have him back on again. It's going to be a great, great show overall. So hope you guys are ready. And of course, we got other news we got to get into as well. But all the ways you can interact with us. You can interact with us at ON_Sports Show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.com/Our Nation Sports Show. And of course, right here on the YouTube where we are live right now. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It's always a fun time on here. Please leave a notice in the comments, and we will definitely, hopefully, get back to you as soon as we can. Of course, we love to hear from you guys. We love to hear you guys get involved in our predictions, get involved in the sports news. Man, it's going to be a crazy show, but let's get right into it. With two more plugs here. Of course, Nation's Corner, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, on Saturdays with Mongrovian Mike, Front Row, Tony Justice, and Debhausen, as they cover the wonderful world of pro wrestling. And of course, I'll be talking a lot about this week, including tonight's double hitter from Dynamite and NXT, which will take place here in a little under an hour. And then don't forget also to follow at Too Sweet Cosplay across all of our socials. Too Sweet Cosplay, and that, of course, we'll have our next appearance up soon. So please be on the lookout on our info for more information. But enough of my spiel. I got people to get to. Hopefully our boy KR Kevin Rory will be joining us very, very soon. But right now, we got us the three-headed monster here, and it starts with our good buddy here, Mr. JT, Joey Thornton. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing Tuesday evening. I'm telling you one thing. It may be a little bit cool outside here in the Carolinas or wherever you are, but I'm telling you one thing. The action is hot like a burning stove up in here. We got sports to talk about, ranging from baseball to basketball to football to, heck, even a little hockey, because I believe tonight is the beginning of the regular season for NHL hockey, if I'm not mistaken. So probably going to squeeze a little bit of that in there. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Absolutely. And of course, as I always intro this man, he is the patriarch of this show. Without him, this show would not exist. He is my heavy metal brother from the North Kakalaki area. In the words of Justin Roberts, from North Carolina. And it's a special day because it is this man's birthday. So from all of us here at Our Nation Sports Show, we introduce this man in this way. Happy birthday, Stephen Wyatt.
What is going on, everybody? I am so excited to be here on the sports show on my birthday. I could not think of a better time to spend my time on my day-to-day on my birthday than with you guys, talking about the crazy, insane action from the NFL from this past weekend. And it was a crazy weekend of football and baseball and just lots of great stuff going on. The Power Trip Festival happened this weekend in Indio, California, highlighted by the return of AC/DC to the stage for the first time in 7 years. Also, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Tool, and Judas Priest played at the festival, and the performances, for the most part, were great. And not only was that great, but the action in football was great. And with that being said, let's go.
Absolutely, man, and we hope you have a good day, brother, and can't wait. And we're glad to do the show with you on your day of the year, man. So let's get rolling. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get into some Major League Baseball first, and of course, the playoffs are in full swing, and no pun intended, obviously. But man, we had some games going. We had a game going on today, and that was right now at the top of the ninth. Right now, the Houston Astros are up 9-1 over the Minnesota Twins right now. The series is currently tied at a game apiece.
Woo! Wow.
And later tonight, the Orioles will play the Rangers with Texas up 2-0 and looking to possibly close it out.
Nice.
So, Joey, being the baseball expert around here, obviously we've had other games as well. We've had your Atlanta Braves with that big win last night. Obviously, and so there's been a lot going on in the world of baseball now that the playoffs are in full swing. What are some of your highlights you've seen so far?
So definitely the biggest highlight, and I'm not being biased because I'm a Braves fan, But last night, when we pulled that 8-5-3 double play, which was, for the record, the first in Major League Baseball postseason history to come back from being no hit for about 6 innings and still coming back to beat the Phillies 5-4. Oh, can you say bittersweet? I mean, the Phillies thought they were going to put us in a 2-0 hole on our field. Yeah, think again, Phillies. We're coming to y'all field now, and if you take one from our field or take one game on our field, we're going to do you one better and take both games on your field so that way we can move on to the NLCS.
And Joey, real quick, you said this was bittersweet last night. I'll add to that as well, because if we remember last year, Philadelphia was the team that knocked Atlanta out of the postseason last year.
That's right. That is right. So, yeah, it was definitely something, that's for sure. And of course, I mean, the Orioles, I was talking with my boss today at work, because he's a big Baltimore Orioles fan, because he actually grew up around the Baltimore area. I was telling him that his Orioles are in trouble tonight, and he said, yeah, man, I mean, the Rangers just came ready to play, and honestly, I believe it because, I mean, the Rangers, they have completely dominated this entire series so far. That offense has been tremendous. Their defense has been unstoppable, and Baltimore just can't get anything going. Now, the Astros and Twins, I mean, yeah, if it's not over now, then it's going to be over here in just a couple minutes, but the Astros are going to be taking a 2-1 commanding series lead over the Twins. So, I believe tomorrow, all 4 games will be played tomorrow. So that is if Baltimore wins.
Yes, all 4 games will be tomorrow. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. That is if Baltimore wins tonight. If Texas wins, then that series is over. But one team that I am completely surprised about is the Los Angeles Dodgers right now. I mean, not once, but twice, back-to-back games in the first inning, the starter for the Dodgers gets knocked out after the first inning because of Arizona putting the bats on them. And I'm like, holy crap. I mean, the Dodgers, they breezed through the regular season just like Atlanta did, finishing with a record of 100 wins on the dot and 62 losses. And now they may be on the verge of being eliminated. So, I mean, Arizona, they really came ready to play in this series. And now that the series is shifted to Arizona, you better believe Arizona's going to try to pull for a 3-0 sweep tomorrow night.
And that is the beauty of baseball playoffs. Just like in the NFL, just like in hockey. Those are the 3 sports that you do not know what is going to happen. You may have an idea on what you think could possibly happen just because of the records, just like how the Orioles this year, they came from being one of the worst teams in the league, in the major leagues last year, to being the winners of their division this year. And they've had a great run, but so far in these playoffs, they have not looked great.
Nope. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what unfolds later on tonight with the Rangers and the Orioles. And with all 4 games being tomorrow, we could see some series wrap up. And we could see, of course, for 2 series, we're going to see one potentially close out or actually 1, maybe 2 potentially close out. And then 1, of course, move to a Game 5. And that, of course, is going to be the Braves and the Phillies. So,
yep.
Who knows what can happen at this point?
What's up, William? Thank you, sir, for the birthday wishes.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you're right. All 4 games played tomorrow at Eastern times, 2:07, 5:07, 7:07, and 9:07 are the pitch times for each game. Starting off with the Astros and the Rangers or the Twins. Starting off with that, and starting off with the then after that the Braves and the Phillies. the Orioles and the Rangers, and then the Dodgers and the D-backs closing out the night tomorrow. So those are your slated games for the current playoff run right now. Of course, we'll be covering this. So we'll be covering this throughout the next week or so. So definitely we'll be talking about it next week as well. Hopefully by that time, we'll find out what the ALDS and NLD, or what the NLCS and ALCS look like. And we'll get a clear picture of who may be going on to the World Series. We'll see.
You never know in this day and age. I mean, at any given point, any of these teams, when the bats get hot, you can definitely knock your team into the next round.
Yep, absolutely.
And then vice versa. If the bats aren't working, then you'll be eliminated.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's the greatest. That's the greatest thing about sports is anything can happen on any given day, any given minute.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mr. Joey, you were right. Today was the beginning of the regular season for playoff hockey. And some games have already started. I believe there was only a few games tonight, I believe, unless I'm wrong. Nope. Here we go. Yeah, there was only 3 games today. First one going on right now, the Nashville Predators are in Tampa Bay taking on the Lightning. It's a tie game right now between Tampa Bay and them. And then later on tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, we got the Seattle Kraken taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. And we got the Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins at 8 p.m. Eastern, which of course will be the NHL debut of Connor Bedard, the generational talent picked up by the Chicago Blackhawks in the draft. So tonight it'll be interesting to see how Connor Bedard plays in his first official NHL game. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big for us Blackhawks fans because this kid has been touted as a once in a lifetime talent, a generational talent, and we're hoping that he proves that to be the case and leads the Blackhawks to some big wins this season. So hopefully, that's all we can do is hope and see what happens.
And, and real quick, as far as back to baseball real quick, that's all Toronto can do is just keep hoping that they can somehow, some way get a playoff victory because, my God, their bad luck in the playoffs just keep continuing year after year after year. I mean, just having all that talent and they can't even win a game.
Yeah, it's something all right. Let's see real quick. Any other NHL news for right now? Oh, here we go. Right here, Sidney Crosby, Malkin, and Chris Letang are set to become the longest tenured trio of teammates in the history of North American professional sports.
Wow.
They'll begin their 18th season with the Pittsburgh Penguins. By doing so, they break a tie with Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, and Jorge Posada, who were teammates for 17 seasons with the Yankees from 95 to 2011.
Very impressive.
Yep. That's and of course, this involves ESPN and it also involves hockey, and that is Barry Melrose has announced his retirement from ESPN due to announcing he's battling Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, talk about a living legend. I mean, he may not have been so good as a coach when it came to hockey, but given his reports and his analysis, I mean, the dude was a living legend. He will definitely be missed around the ESPN studio.
Absolutely, man. Between coaching, analyzing, and playing, he had over 50 years. So definitely all the best to Barry Melrose, and hope your battle with Parkinson's is hopefully it's a good battle, and hopefully it doesn't take you down too quick, man. All the best to Barry Melrose, and a legend now gone from ESPN due to that. But here's a big news note from the world of hockey, and that is a signing, and that is that Rasmus Dahlin has signed an 8-year, $88 million deal contract with the Buffalo Sabres on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so he got a good deal, small by most standards. As you know, hockey is some of the most underpaid players in the entire realm of professional sports.
Right.
Compared to baseball, which gives out like $400 million contracts for like 20 years. You know, unless you have to be good, unless your name is Giancarlo Stanton.
This is true. I mean, the guy gets paid a big fat contract and doesn't perform worth a shit for the Yankees.
Well, so does Bobby Bonilla, but that's just the fault of the other team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, Elder.
You got a point there.
But that's it pretty much in the world of NHL. So let's get into our favorite. Well, actually, let's get into I'm trying to think. Was there any big NBA news this week?
Not really. The NBA preseason kicking off.
Yep. There's that going on. Yep.
Victor Wembanyama played in his preseason game a couple of days ago.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Here's actually some news. Some
20 points on 8 of 13 shooting.
Yeah. Nice. Here's some unfortunate news though. NBA and NCAA coach Brendan Malone has passed away at the age of 81. He's the father of Denver Nuggets coach Michael Malone.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
He was part of 2 championship teams as an assistant with the Pistons under Chuck Daly and was the first head coach of the expansion Toronto Raptors.
Man.
Wow.
Man.
Sad news there.
Yeah, very much.
Very much so.
Right here is some other news right here. USA Basketball is aggressively pursuing Drew Holiday to return to Team USA for the 2024 games in Paris. Boston Celtics guard Peyton Pritchard has a $30 million extension. Joel Embiid has committed to play for Team USA.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. I didn't know if we were able to cover that.
No, that was only came out 5 days ago.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yeah, so it came out on Thursday after. So. Yeah, that's what happened there. But at least he's committed, and that's good because LeBron and others have expressed interest in joining Team USA as well. Joel Embiid is the first one to commit to doing it. So definitely good news for Team USA on getting a player like Joel Embiid to possibly bring another gold medal home to the US next year.
Well, I'm telling you, you put Embiid's already on a team, so if you put LeBron or Drew Holiday on the team, then you might as well go ahead and give him the gold medal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially the defense that they'll have on the court.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, by the way, update on the Peyton Pritchard deal I just mentioned. It's a 4-year, $30 million deal with all the money guaranteed.
Wow.
Nice.
So wanted to point that out. And that's and that pretty much covers good old NBA. Now let's get to the NFL. And oh my God, where do we begin? Not only from the game's perspective, but just the rash of injuries that have just been taking out teams left and right. I mean, seriously, we've had a lot of unfortunate injuries. Many people are out for the season. Some are out for an undetermined amount of time. Good news for
definitely the biggest name on the list, none other than Justin Jefferson.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Justin Jefferson is officially on IR for 4 weeks, and not only that, there is a possibility he may not even come back because when what it's been being reported is that there are contract issues. There are issues between Jefferson and the Vikings organization over he did not get the contract that he wanted during the offseason. So he felt like that he was kind of slighted. So it may if Justin Jefferson decides not to play or they decide to shut him down for the year, there's a good opportunity that Justin Jefferson may be a free agent this coming year.
And I'm telling you one thing, if the Vikings let him walk, that would be the biggest mistake of their lives, because the dude is the number one receiver in the NFL right now.
Yes.
He plays his heart out every single time he gets out onto the field, and he's a member of the 99 Club on Madden for a reason. I mean, the dude is absolutely phenomenal.
The guy makes remarkable catches, makes super easy. I mean, he has incredible hands and incredible awareness to catch the ball and know where the location of the ball is. And like you said, Joey, if they let him walk, somebody is going to claim him and sign him to a much-deserved contract.
I'm telling you right now, if he does go unclaimed in free agency, he won't even last a full day on the free agent market because somebody will snag him up big time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of teams that need to.
Yeah, and just imagine, and this, of course, is just a thought, but what if a team such as the Buffalo Bills, the San Francisco 49ers, or maybe even the Kansas City Chiefs can snag up Justin Jefferson?
Could you imagine the Chiefs if they snagged him on a pay cut? Because they need
a Patrick
receiver.
Mahomes will have a number one guy finally.
Since Tyreek Hill. Could you imagine if the Dolphins, hot almighty,
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Justin Jefferson? Oh, God. And could you imagine the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs? And heck, even the San Francisco 49ers with Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and Justin Jefferson. Have mercy. Go ahead and give him a Super Bowl trophy.
just give it to him already. I mean, Justin Jefferson, he is just an incredible talent. And I'm telling you, if the Vikings do not give him what he deserves, somebody will give him something that he wants. You know, that's that. Now, if he goes to a team that needs a receiver and they're not a great team, but they're a decent team, they'll pay him. But I'm telling you, if he goes to any of these teams, Miami, Buffalo, Kansas City, even San Francisco, if he goes to any of those teams, I would be willing to bet that he would take a pay cut, to be with those teams. Mm-hmm. Because if Tua Tagovailoa or Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen can get him on their team in the near future, if that happens and the Vikings let him walk, it is just gonna be mind-blowing. Like the offers that is gonna be coming in for Jefferson, because I honestly, for the life of me, cannot think of a wide receiver in a long, long time that has been offered or approached in this kind of manner in a long, long time. That is a star player. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is nuts on how they could possibly let him walk, because even Adam Schefter said, and this is his quote, "Here's the unspoken issue that could potentially lengthen Justin Jefferson's absence. If the Vikings don't win games and stay competitive, what is Jefferson's incentive to rush back when he did not land a contract he wanted? His absence could last longer than expected."
Yeah.
Schefter has a very good point, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Other news outside of Justin Jefferson. The Dolphins. Devon Achane is out right now. Knee injury. Possibly
injury. They're saying he could be week to week. I don't think they're looking at the IR for him right now. They're just waiting to see. I think they're waiting to run some more tests to determine the severity. So I mean, right now they're saying he's considered week to week.
Yeah. Linebacker for the Cowboys, Leighton Vander Esch, is might be going on injury reserve due to the neck injury he sustained that game against the 49ers on last night or on Sunday night. Travis Kelce practiced today, so it looks like he may be a go for Thursday night.
Nice.
Well then, I guess I'll be able to shake it off for once.
Oh no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The Taylor Swift references are dead. The Taylor Swift references are dead.
yeah, like her country music career.
Yep.
But back to the injuries before it gets too bad here. Before we kill our audience by making Taylor Swift references. Bills linebacker Matt Milano and Daquan Jones, defensive linebacker, are both out with injuries. One with a pec injury, one with a leg injury. And just more problems for the Buffalo Bills with injuries. Jets of offensive lineman Elijah Vera Tucker suffered a season-ending triceps injury. He suffered that last season, and in this year he suffered a fully torn Achilles. Yeah. Wow. Yep. It's not looking good. Anthony Richardson, the quarterback for, of course, the Colts, is going to be sidelined for a few weeks with a sprained AC joint. It looked to be real bad at first. When I saw the replay, at first I thought he broke his collarbone or blew out his shoulder, but thankfully it's just an AC joint sprain, and he'll only be out for a few weeks, hopefully.
Same injury that Derek Carr suffered a few weeks ago in New Orleans.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
More injury news for the Cowboys. Their special teams ace CJ Goodwin tore his pectoral muscle and is out for the season. Daniel Jones may play against Buffalo despite his neck injury. In reality, he should just stay home.
Yeah, they're saying the Johnson's saying he's optimistic, but I'm like, he ain't done crap for y'all since y'all signed into that long-term deal. So I'm telling you, they're just trying to squeeze every penny out of him they can.
Definitely.
Well, yeah,
definitely.
Because he robbed the organization of everything else.
You darn right he did.
Yup.
He can't be arrested for armed robbery because he has no arm.
Wow.
Wow. That is brutal. That's brutal.
That would be the same thing with Rick Allen of Def Leppard. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Ow.
Yeah.
Brutal, just like a Commanders loss on Thursday, Joey.
Oh.
Hey, at least my team's better than your team, Steven.
Ooh, that's actually true. But they're still not my team.
Yes, they are. Come on, just admit it, sir.
Speaking of the Commanders, despite the win against the Commanders, the Bears unfortunately lost 3 running backs, including Khalil Herbert, Roshan Johnson, and Travis Homer to injuries. So they decided to re-sign. They re-signed running back Darrington Evans off the practice squad of the Dolphins.
Yep.
This is unfortunate news. Listen to this. In his first game back from a torn left ACL he suffered in Week 5 last year, the cornerback of the Lions, Emmanuel Mosley, tore his right ACL in Week 5 this year. So some bad luck for him. And let's talk about one of the. I don't want to go through everything, but obviously because we gotta make time for the previews and all that too. But I do also want to send some good feelings to Chandler Savala in one of those early afternoon games. He scary sight. He took a hit and he was not moving for a while, and he had to be stretchered out. He had to be taken out on the car to a local medical facility with a neck injury. And I can't believe I just said local medical facility. Local hospital. There you go. I'm not WWE. I don't say local medical facility. But yeah, he had to be taken to the hospital, and luckily all of his tests came back pretty good. No permanent damage, no cervical breaks, no nothing, no damage to the spinal column. So that's good news. But don't know how long he'll be out for at this time. But all the best to Chandler Savala, because that was
very bad
injury. So that was not a good day for him. Also the Bills lost Tre'Davious White to a season-ending torn Achilles as well. So another loss for the Bills on that.
I tell you what, that dude can't stay healthy anymore.
Nope. Saquon Barkley was inactive this week, of course.
Daniel Jones suffered an injury in their loss against Miami.
Yep. So, like I said, I'm not going to go over every injury because it would take a while. There's a lot of stuff going on. We'll get to it here in a second, but there was some other news that happened earlier today, and of course there was we'll talk about CJ Stroud and all that when we get to the game because he broke some records, but there was a little bit of controversy about this thing called the brotherly shove. It was a controversial play during the Minnesota Vikings New York Jets game. It says right here that the controversial play has been the attention of the competition committee and the NFL and NFLPA plan to study all the inquiry or injury data related to the play as is customary during the offseason. Especially after two Giants players were injured on the play Monday night. The brotherly shove will also be a topic of discussion during the offseason as it was last offseason. But nothing will change this season. A brotherly shove is here for 2023. And of course, the brotherly shove usually comes on a quarterback sneak. So,
yeah.
So apparently that's going to get looked at again. But that's pretty much all I have injury-wise. I know there's probably more, but we don't have all day to spend on that. We got a lot of other stuff we got to get into. Of course, score predictions coming up in about 30 minutes. With, of course, Hijacker Mike will be joining us for that as well. But let's get into the week 5. Let's look at some of the games. Obviously, we had the Thursday night game, Bears versus the Commanders. Bears looked really good against the Commanders, 40-20. DJ Moore had a career-making game, 8 catches, 208 yards, 3 touchdowns. Justin Fields, 282 on 15 of 29, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Fields ran for 57 yards. But man, DJ Moore had a hell of a game, and the defense had some great moments too. Several tackles for a loss, several sacks. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sacks. Your quarterback's name is Sam Howell, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So 5 sacks on Sam Howell. One interception from our defense there. Sam Howell had a hell of a game though, as far as production. 37 of 51, 388 with 2 touchdowns. Only 1 pick though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not bad.
No, not bad. But like I said, Bears were able to pull that one out, get their first win of the season. Now we're on to Minnesota this week, which we'll get into a little bit later. Obviously, with Justin Jefferson gone, it's going to be a whole different ball game. And of course, first game of the day on Sunday was from England, and the Bills losing to the Jaguars, 25-20.
Second
the
consecutive
London
victory for the Jags
Jaguars.
in England.
I'm surprised they haven't made a petition to draw the Jaguars to England. Or they just
Yeah, 'cause
become.
they're 2-0 over there this year.
I know. And not only that, they beat the Buffalo Bills, who are on a little bit of a. Seems like they're in a little bit of a downswing. Because their production hasn't been the same.
Yeah,
Obviously, they suffered a lot of injuries and on the defensive and offensive side of the ball, but it's not the Buffalo Bills we're accustomed to seeing.
yeah, just scoring 48 and a absolute offensive powerhouse against the Dolphins. They only slowed to 20 points next to the following week.
Yep, absolutely. The Falcons beat the Texans 21-19. But CJ Stroud, once again, despite the losses, looking really good.
Yep. Really good numbers from this young man. Just putting up really good numbers, especially for a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is going to be a star in this league.
I've already been seeing some comparisons that are saying that if CJ Stroud keeps his pace up, he's on pace to throw, I think, for over 5,100 yards on the season.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
What's up, Randy? How you doing, sir? Thank you again for the birthday wishes. And yes, Randy, I agree with you that the Commanders thought that the game was on Sunday. I mean,
maybe I should go tell Randy to stuff a sock in it.
I mean, how do you give up 3 touchdowns to DJ Moore? Come on.
Because it's fucking DJ Moore.
Yep.
And I guess the defense decided to take the night off.
They definitely did.
You couldn't see the defense. It's like John Cena on NXT tonight.
Come on, dude.
Hey, I told you I wasn't going to be rough. I told multiple Cowboys fans I wasn't going to be rough on the Cowboys today, obviously, because I know how, it was a bad loss. And I'm going to keep my word. I'm not going to trash them. I'm not going to do nothing. I actually am going to take it back. So here we go. CJ Stroud has broken the record for most passes thrown to start an NFL career without an interception, a record originally held by Dak Prescott.
Oh,
crazy.
So there you go on that.
Crazy.
Yep. The Lions stomped the Panthers 42-24.
Jared Goff goes off again. Incredible numbers.
Even without Amon St. Brown to throw to.
Yep. Yeah, Jared Goff, 236, 3 touchdowns, 20 of 28.
Very good stat line.
Look at this, though. David Montgomery, 19 carries for 109 yards and a touchdown. 3 rushing touchdowns. One by Jared Goff, one by Craig Reynolds, one by David Montgomery. And then, of course, one passing touchdown to Josh Reynolds, 4 receptions for 76 yards. So there you go. So there's that. But also right here on the Panthers side of things, Bryce Young threw 2 picks, 3 touchdowns, 247 yards on 25 of 41.
Oof.
Yeah, Panthers did not look good on that.
0-5.
Yep. Colts beat the Titans 23-16, despite Anthony Richardson going out of the game with that sprained AC joint.
I mean, already this season, and I know his career is just getting started, but Anthony Richardson's track record right now is not looking good. Cannot stay on the field. I mean, Gardner Minshew is a credible backup, to come in and play, reliever, and close out the game, and he does his job. But Anthony Richardson is supposed to be the guy for this team. But he can't be the said guy if he can't stay on the field healthy. So not good. But I tell you,
Not at all.
what was good for the Colts is they got their man, Jonathan Taylor, back and with a brand new contract.
Yes, it is. There is one piece of news. Yes, Jonathan Taylor got a huge payday, which kind of reset the, like you said, Steven, it kind of reset the checkbook there a little bit.
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor got the contract that he wanted, and the Colts got him back on the field. So both sides are happy. And now hopefully, what's his name can come back here in just a couple of weeks and get himself back on the field, and hopefully
Richardson. Yep.
Maybe then he'll start running the ball since they got Jonathan Taylor back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're running him to the ground very early.
Yep.
Very.
Dolphins are beating beat the New York Football Giants 31-16.
My God. It's just it's not fair. It's
Daniel
not fair.
Jones went out with an injury that game.
I mean, this Dolphins offense, they are just speed. I mean, if Tua Tagovailoa can stay healthy all season long and have his weapons at dispose, Miami could be a force to be reckoned with come the end of the season.
Oh, I agree, man. I mean, you look at a team like Miami, come on, that team put up 70 points in the first game they played.
70 points a few weeks ago against Denver. Yeah.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's freaking this team right now, as long as Tua can stay healthy, Tyreek Hill can still put up that same production. Miami's going to be right up there with San Francisco as the two teams to beat this season, because let me tell you, I mean, you look at San Fran, and we're going to talk about them when we get to the Sunday night game. But man, when you look at Miami and what they have weapons wise, and Tua, if he can stay healthy and avoid getting hit, I'm telling you right now, that Miami team is a force to be reckoned with.
I can definitely agree with that statement.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep, and the Saints blew out the Patriots 34-0.
Zilch, nada. Mac Jones and the Patriots could not get nothing on the board. And Mac Jones, for a second consecutive week, has a nightmare performance of a game. And he was benched again. And rightly so.
He's still the starting quarterback. Yeah, and
ridiculous.
I gotta say, I kind of feel sorry for Bill Belichick because, I mean, last week he was given his first, or I would say his first, but his worst ever loss as a New England Patriots coach. And how did they follow it up the next week?
What an even worse loss.
Giving him his second worst loss as a head coach and the worst ever home loss. And I'm like, I mean, the Patriots, they have been outscored. They've been outscored 72-3 in back-to-back in these last 2 weeks. I mean, that is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of.
Yeah. Let's just hope they don't turn into I mean,
they're making the New York Giants look good.
Dude, I said this the other day to somebody. Did my Bears look like the Carolina Panthers on a good day with the way they've been playing? So
And Randy, let me correct you, sir. They are not my team. And yes, we all know that. For those that don't know, Sprocket is your cat. And he does make you look good when you are on the show.
Oh,
yes, I miss that little cat.
Sprocket.
yeah. Well, yeah. Nobody can look better than you broke ass Dave Grohl.
One
One of these things is not like the other.
I definitely don't want to be your monkey wrench. Okay, let's stop here before it gets too far ahead.
Come on, man. It's Steven's birthday.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll be
no,
waiting. We'll be
I don't want
waiting
to spend.
for
I don't
you.
want to spend the whole show doing quotes. We got a lot to get into.
Yeah, we'll be waiting for you ever long.
Oh,
Anyways,
oh my God.
Anyways,
My God. Steelers beat the Ravens 17-10. I don't know what happened there. Lamar Jackson took a night off.
I mean, okay, I said that the number 5 in that intro is an odd number. I don't know what the hell that kind of game was. That was as odd can be. I mean, that game was just batshit crazy. I mean, just the pacing of the game was just so odd. And I'm sorry, but we can blame Matt Canada. He is the worst offensive coordinator in football history. He is making Todd Haley. He is making Matt Nagy. He's making the former Ravens coordinator look like a bunch of geniuses because Canada cannot draw up a play to save his life. I mean, Pickett's was inconsistent during this game, and he threw a touchdown pass to Pickens. I mean, even we all saw that coming, especially me.
His real name is Matt Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. And that makes sense because Canada can't play football, so it makes sense.
I mean, I know YouTuber Urinating Tree goes absolutely bonkers about his Steelers because of Canada being one of the worst coordinators in football history, and rightly so. But Mike Tomlin, for the love of all God, can you actually have the balls to fire somebody when they absolutely reap of 110% horse shit? I mean, the Steelers are just terrible with Canada as their coordinator. He cannot draw up a play. He doesn't have the concept of forming a good play call. He just automatically thinks, I can chunk up any play call and it'll be successful. That's not the way this works, pal.
No, not by a long shot.
And Lamar Jackson, like you said, Ezra, I mean, I don't know what happened with him, but my goodness. I mean, he took the night off. No touchdowns, no passing touchdowns, no rushing touchdowns, zilch, nothing. Nothing. Did not perform at all.
Of course not.
Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
All right. And then of course, the Cincinnati Bengals destroyed the Arizona Cardinals 34-20.
It's about damn time that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase actually showed up and played a meaningful game. I mean, just what a record-setting performance by Chase and Burrow. 3 TDs, 15 catches for Chase. Just remarkable.
And keep in mind, those are the first touchdowns for Jamar Chase this year.
Well, he picked a great day to pick up the slack. Because, again, Cincinnati, it's like we said last week after that horrific loss to Tennessee, 27-3. This Bengals team, week to week, is so hard to figure out.
Yeah, it is. We don't know what's going on with it because it seems like 1 week they're playing great and have a great production. Next week, they're barely squeaking by, not getting, like short wins against teams that they should be dominating on.
Yes.
It just doesn't seem right.
No. And that's the problem. The Bengals for the last 3 seasons, they have started so inconsistently and they've gotten far. But if they're going to make it further than, like they did, 3 seasons ago, they're going to have to start winning again and winning more games and putting them on a more consistent performance. Because Joe Burrow on that offensive line is not blocking for him. He's just like Daniel Jones, hitting a wounded duck, getting sacked multiple times.
But there definitely needs to be some issues to be fixed on that team. The Eagles beat the Rams 23-14.
Philadelphia stays at 5-0.
Yep, Philadelphia
Cooper
undefeated.
Kupp coming back and making his season debut and actually looking pretty sharp.
Yep. And then of course we had the Jets beating the Broncos 31-21.
The Broncos can't finish the game again. And Zach Wilson.
They can't.
And as much as we crap on Zach Wilson's performance, and rightly so, because the Cougar Hunter 9 times out of 10 can't deliver, but he actually played a pretty good game despite that ugly interception in the red zone.
That's why he's still single. He can't deliver. Giggity.
And what's so bad is Sean Payton. Sean Payton's words are biting him right now because he called Nathaniel Hackett's run with Denver, and I quote, the worst head coaching season with any team in NFL history. And yet, Sean Payton, what has he got with Denver so far this year? 1 win.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a revitalized Denver team with Sean Payton being the head coach, and now rumors are swirling around that Russell Wilson might actually lose 2 of his receivers because apparently the Broncos have been reached out to for inquiries about wide receiver Jerry Jeudy and wide receiver Cortland Sutton.
Oh, yeah, and can't forget about that, William. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, former legendary Chicago Bears player Dick Butkus unfortunately passed away.
Yes.
Last week, and Chicago definitely paid tribute to him. Hall of Famer, and had a great career with Chicago. And I think that his passing sparked Chicago, to play this game for him and to honor him, and that they did with a 40-20 victory on Thursday night against Washington.
Yeah, and quick little story. It's only take a minute. It's funny because I think it was around 2000, maybe a little 2000, 2001, 2002-ish, where I live here, we have a hospital called St. Mary's Medical Center, and at this time they were opening up a new wing in the hospital, and he had 2 special guests. They had Dick Butkus and they had Mick Foley.
Nice.
I never got to meet Dick Butkus, but I know he was there, and then that's where I met Mick for the first time ever. But it was just cool that he was in our area and all stuff. I wish I could have met him back then. If only I was a bigger football fan when I was younger, which I wasn't, unfortunately. But still, Dick Butkus is an absolute legend, and I'm glad the Bears won it for him. They did it for number 51, so I'm happy about that. And definitely sad for the Bears organization to lose a legend like him. So condolences on that front. Back to this, the Chiefs beat. Oh wait, we cover the Jets beat Broncos? We did. The Chiefs beat the Vikings 27-20, barely squeaking by Minnesota.
It's so funny.
But of course, Travis Kelce suffering a knee injury as well or knee or ankle injury as well in that game. So
it's so funny in the way how we've touched upon this on the show and also in our pre-show meetings as well. The Minnesota Vikings have been given the reverse effect from last year to this year. Last year, they were winning all the close games, 11-0 in close games. This year, they haven't won that many close games. In fact, I think they've only won 1. Because
they've only won 1 game this year.
Yep, 1 game, and all of their other close games, losses. It's very coincidence.
Remember how everybody at the beginning of the season, they picked Minnesota to be the controllers of the NFC North. Now it's come down to it's the Detroit Lions who are in control of the NFC North.
And Captain Kirk cannot do it all by himself with Justin Jefferson just, catching all these passes. And now they will obviously, like we've touched upon, now the Vikings won't even have Justin Jefferson for 4 to 6 weeks, possibly the whole rest of the season. And Kansas City is such a hard team to figure out, because their defense is up and down and their offense this year has been up and down. Their wide receivers cannot catch a ball if their life was on the line. Travis Kelce is the only reliable target that seems to be showing up when he is healthy on a consistent basis. Mahomes is just, he's not playing like Mahomes. And I get it, anything, everybody's picked up on his schemes and stuff like that. I get that, but we know how Mahomes can be great, but he's got to get it together at some point, because the AFC conference this year is super stacked.
Yeah, absolutely. It is super stacked. Speaking of super stacked, for those who are maybe keeping an eye on things right now, NXT is getting ready to start, and it looks like
I've already got it turned on.
It looks like and then they're starting off with Cody. So
yeah, Cody Rhodes' major announcements.
Yes, sir. But let's get into this. The Cowboys absolutely not showing up at all against the San Francisco 49ers. 42-10.
Crazy. Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and more importantly, George Kittle on that offensive front destroyed the Cowboys. And that defense came to play. But I tell you who didn't come to play. Dak Prescott got murdered by San Francisco.
He got.
Yes, he did. Fumbles, interceptions. I mean, Tony Pollard didn't show up and play.
Throwing an interception on not one, not two, but 3 consecutive drives.
I think Dak Prescott's interception streak starts right now. Thank you, San Francisco, for making our dreams come true.
Yep. And now the guy that said he was going to throw less than 10 interceptions this year now has 4 through 5 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Making sure I got Dynamite recorded as well. I had to do that real quick, folks. All right. Back to this. We got it in the final game to discuss is the Monday night game, which was the Raiders beating the Packers 17-13.
They can't beat the Raiders. What is love?
Yeah, Devontae Adams getting revenge against the team that traded him away.
That he probably wishes he was back on.
Probably.
Oh man. Such as a Packers hater that I am, last night was like Christmas morning. So I was happy about that. A little scary at the end though when we got it to that point, and then Packers had the ball, because we know how the Packers are so good at coming back with less than a few minutes left. That Packers offense is notorious for being kings of the comeback. So,
and Jordan Love has played pretty solid this season so far. It's just that Monday night was not the night.
Yeah, because usually when I think of them, they usually don't call it a comeback because they've been there for years.
Yes.
Oh, throwing shade.
I throw shade at you all the time. Oh wait,
and me.
Yeah,
okay.
Ezra, you throw shade at everybody.
I'm an EOO. I'm an equal opportunity offender. Gets it, no matter who you are.
Yep.
That's all the games for this week, man. Really though, we got our predictions coming up in a few minutes. Of course, we're gonna do it when Hijacker shows up. But
and happening right now is
there's
NXT.
A trade.
Oh, really? There's a trade.
There was a trade that happened this afternoon. The Falcons have
The
acquired
Falcons and the Rams.
Yeah, they got Van Jefferson. Swap for a 2025 late round pick, 6th and 7th rounders.
Yep.
So we got that going on right now. Let's see what else.
And it's really crazy how tonight you got NXT going on at the same time as AEW. There's just a lot going on, and it's absolutely fantastic.
And GCW is doing shows from Japan too, as well. From live from Cork and Hall. Speaking of that, since we're on the topic of wrestling for a brief second, I got to give a shout out to New Japan Pro Wrestling and what an event they held on Sunday morning or Monday morning. Event called, I'm trying to remember the name. Oh, Destruction in Kobe. Great main event with Evil and Sonata for the IWGP World Title. Sonata retained and got his face off with Naito. Now they're set for Wrestle Kingdom main event. Tama Tonga, never openweight champion. He got his title back from David Finlay. And El Phantasmo and Hikuleo, the new strong openweight champions, beating I believe it was Gabriel Kidd and Alice Coughlin. So, but yeah, some other news that came out earlier in the world in the NFL. There is some things. Austin Eckler is likely to return. It looks like Austin Eckler's on his way back. Let's see. The Colts signed quarterback Kellen Mond to the practice squad. So let's see. We're here in the update on Travis Kelce, as we mentioned. Travis Kelce is feeling a little bit better and practiced Tuesday in a limited capacity. He was listed as did not perform on Monday's estimated practice report. It's a low ankle sprain that he's been dealing with from that Thursday night game against Denver. So, and the Raiders signed Cornell Armstrong to the practice squad.
And right now on Dynamite, you got Bryan Danielson and Swerve Strickland having a contest. This is awesome.
That's going to be a good one, man. Good old Swerve, and I'm sure that Mr. Prince Nana was dancing all his way to the ring. I'm sure of that.
Yes, he was. And obviously tonight, the main event will be Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus.
Yep, it's gonna be good. Adam Copeland's AEW in-ring debut.
And we'll see what Christian Cage has to say tonight, because he told Adam to show up to Dynamite because he said he'll be there. If you want the answers to be answered, I'll answer your questions on Tuesday at Dynamite. Will you be there? I'll be there. So we'll see what happens tonight. So yeah, it's a action-packed night tonight in the world of professional wrestling and sports.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And real quick, I'm watching NXT right now, and Cody Rhodes came out with not one, not two, but three announcements. Announcement number one, after the women's breakout tournament, there's going to be a men's breakout tournament for the first time ever. The Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic will be coming back, and Cody Rhodes is the special general manager for tonight's NXT.
And yes, William, you were the only one that did pick the Raiders, so congratulations.
Judgment Day just showed up, by the way.
Yep.
By the way, some MMA news I forgot to mention. I believe it is Jake Paul or Logan Paul or Jake Paul, one of the Paul brothers has put out a challenge to former WWE star and former UFC star Matt Riddle.
Ooh.
And I can confirm that it is Jake Paul that issued out that challenge. It was Jake.
Okay, Jake Paul. That makes sense. That's going on, and also let's see. Also, there was some other big. Also, want to remind everybody about this weekend coming up, or not this weekend, but in a couple weeks. Big boxing match between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou.
Yep, on the 28th.
And also, real quick, while we're waiting on Hijacker as well, also want to remind everybody that we will be having a show on Halloween night, October 31st. And yes, we will be dressed up in our costumes. I know I will be. I don't know what you'll do, Steven. Maybe you'll do Eddie Vedder or something.
Oh, come on.
I thought you said you go to drumsticks so we could be Dave Grohl.
I can find a better man to dress up as.
Oh. Really? We're going that route.
Yep.
I think your name isn't Jeremy. But no, but I of course will be dressed up as Bray Wyatt, so I'm excited to be that. It's gonna be good. We got that going on, and can't wait for the Halloween show because it's gonna be really, really fun. Obviously, I will still be I'll be on the show about an hour or half hour late as I'm dealing with one thing what's called trick-or-treaters, as my mom takes my sister trick-or-treating. But also real quick in the world of mixed martial arts, other ones, I heard also in the world of MMA, let's see real quick. There was a here we go. With John Jones and Stipe Miocic coming up, Cain Velasquez chimed in on that fight, saying that John Jones is the mentally strongest competitor, but Stipe Miocic brings so many threats, which is absolutely true.
What's up, Trenda? Thank you very much.
Trenda, what's up, girl? How you doing? You can check her out. On most Thursdays, Bishop Pro Unmatched, with her at front row as they go over women's wrestling and wrestling in general for the week. And speaking of Bishop Pro, real quick, while we wait on Hijacker, we also got to plug Bishop Pro Wrestling's event coming up on October 21st, Thriller. What an event that's going to be. Of course, it's going to be in San Antonio, Texas at the Salvation Army. MissionProWrestling.com to get your tickets if you're going to be in the San Antonio area, as well as if you can't be there, TitleMatchNetwork.com. Sign up. It's only $9.99 a month. And you can get you can watch Bishop Pro Wrestling Thriller along with past events as well on that app as well. And also, real quick, sponsorship opportunities are available for pro wrestlers and the event itself. BishopProWrestling@gmail.com if you want to sponsor a pro wrestler. So email them for sponsorship opportunities and they can relay that info to you. Speaking of that, shout out to our boy Brian as well in his Houston, Texas as well on that front. But
and there he is,
ladies and gentlemen, from the great area of the Bay Area, and that is the king of the smoking in the Bay, none other than Mr. Hijacker Mike. What is up, my brother?
What's up,
y'all? What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Man, what's good with you, brother?
I'm good. Oh yeah, Steven, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Wanted to give you a shout out on that. No, I'm doing good, man. We got a nice little kind of gloomy 70-degree day. It's actually a nice day. A little overcast for us out here after having a bunch of sun over the summer. So it's good. It's a good day.
Right now it's about 7:14 in the here in the Midwest, and it's 54 degrees.
Okay. So yeah, some nice cool weather.
Oh yeah.
It's 69 right now in North Carolina.
So immature.
Well, that's what this show's all about, right? Immaturity.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm here. But all right, man, we got some picks to go through. Let's get them going, man.
And I know Joey's got some numbers to rattle off.
Joey?
Indeed. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. There was actually a three-way tie this week for second, which means we only had one single winner this past week. And ladies and gentlemen, if my calculations are correct, and if my history is correct, and this is the first time that this man has ever won the prediction battle by himself. That, of course, is Mr. Ezra Vickery. He finished 9-5 last week. Me,
Wow.
Kevin, and Steven all went 6.
Wow.
Nice.
You talking about week 5 picks?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then me and him are tied because I went 9-5 last week. Wow. Still in your shine there, Ezra. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, if anybody could steal my shine, it would be you, hijacker. Obviously, obviously, brother, you got less hair, so you definitely steal my shine on that front.
Well, I do like taking things, thus calling hijacker.
Then he'll go into full HJM mode.
Trust me,
Oh, gosh.
You don't want that.
No.
All right, let's start it off, man. And that is Thursday. Thursday night, we got us the matchup of the century, and that is the Denver Broncos and Kansas City Chiefs.
Match of the
dear
century,
God.
my ass.
Yeah, some years ago that would have been an AFC West showdown.
Yeah, but not this day and
Kansas City
age.
score on
Give
Denver.
me the Chiefs in an absolute blowout on this one. I'm going to go. You know what? I ain't showing no mercy. 38-7.
Wow. I'm going to go a little similar to that. I'm going to go with Kansas City. I'm going to go 34-10.
34-7, Chiefs.
24-10 Chiefs.
Okay. Cool. All right, next one is the Baltimore Ravens heading to Nissan Stadium to take on the Titans in Nashville.
Actually, no. That game is going to be in London.
Oh, yeah, that is right. That is a London game.
Yep,
Damn it, how many
Hotspur
games?
Stadium in London.
How many games do we have to get up early for, man? Damn it, this is
It's the third week in a row.
Damn it, I'm gonna catch
It's a
the
third
last
week in a
10
row.
minutes of this game, man.
Real quick, Williams got the Chiefs in a shutout, 35-0.
All right.
Jesus.
Wow.
Give me Baltimore on this one. I'm gonna go Baltimore 20-13.
I'm going to go with the Ravens as well. I'm going to go with Baltimore 24-17.
All right, I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one as well. I'm going to go the Ravens 25-21.
Oh, going a little odd there.
That's right.
And I got this one as a close game, but I'm gonna go against the grain with y'all. Give me Tennessee 17-16 over Baltimore.
Williams got Baltimore 20-10.
All right.
Okay.
Next up is the first 12 o'clock, is the first 1 o'clock game, shall we say. And that is the Commanders taking on the Falcons in Atlanta.
I will be up for this one on time. Give me the Falcons 28-21 over Washington.
Huh.
Joey.
This one's actually going to be a little tough.
I'm gonna have to go Atlanta, but it's gonna be a close one. I'm going 24-21.
Man, this one is brutal. You know what? I'm going with my boys. I mean, the Falcons, they really haven't looked the best the past couple of weeks. Even though they did squeak one out against Houston last week, but that was on a game-winning field goal. But I'm going to go with my boys in this one. I'm going to go Commanders. I'm going to go Commanders 27-23.
I love how Williams calling them the Yardbirds. He's got the Yardbirds 24-17. I'm going to go with Atlanta as well. I'm going to go Atlanta. I'm going to go 23-16.
I'd call them the pigeons.
Pigeon carriers.
Stop the pigeon. That's the Muttley and their flying machines. If you're old enough to remember. Well, that's even before my time. Let's go with the next one, which is Minnesota Vikings traveling to Soldier Field to take on the Bears. And little key note in this one: Justin Jefferson will not be playing.
Justin Jefferson is not playing.
Nope.
Vikings lose.
Give me the Bears in this one, because the Viking season is going to come crashing and burning just like the Titanic at this point. Give me the Bears in this one. I'm going to go Bears 30, Vikings 13.
Give me Chicago to absolutely blitz the Vikings in this one. I'm going to go with the Bears 28-10.
26-13, Chicago.
Well, with the way the Vikings played the Chiefs last week, I'm going with them 27-13 over the Bears. Even though the Bears had a solid win, that's just what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Williams got the Bears 17-10.
Wow.
Wow, this Danielson and Strickland match is really good.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Danielson with the victory.
Cool. Seattle Seahawks taking on Cincinnati in the jungle.
Now this one's going to be an interesting game.
Yes, it is.
And Seattle just had a bye, right?
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. So they'll be coming off that bye this week.
I don't know. That could be good early or it can be bad because, when you got a bye week early, that's kind of tough. You're just getting in your motion. I got Seattle 24-17 over Cincinnati, but bye weeks early could be death buckets, man, because you don't need the rest right now. You should be getting in full swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If it was towards the halfway mark, I could see the break, how it would be beneficial. But with the break, coming at an early portion of the season, that's where it could be a swing against them.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna go in this one. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati to win a close one. Because I think Seattle is going to play well coming off this bye. I'm going to go 28-27. Cincinnati.
Ooh,
Missed
William
field
with a
goal?
close score. 21-20.
So that's 2 missed PATs by both you guys there, huh?
Yep.
Or is it 2 field goals instead of a touchdown?
Maybe.
I am
Steven,
going to
you get the
go.
score?
I am going to go with Cincinnati in a close one as well. I'm going to go Cincy 23-20.
Okay.
What was yours again, Joey?
Man,
Oh, out
I'm going
comes
to
Chris
get the edge
Jericho.
to the Bengals. I'm going to get the edge to the Bengals because they are playing at home. And like Hijacker says, Seattle's coming off their early bye week. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bengals in this one. I'm going to go 26-19.
Ooh, I love that score.
All field goals, right?
No, I think I might throw a couple safeties in there.
I'm still waiting for that game. I'm still waiting for that game where someone wins like freaking 19-16 and it was nothing but like 6-7 field goals between the two teams. I'm sure we've had it. I just don't remember. But
That's
Well,
easy. That's easy. That's easy. All you got to do is put the Giants against the Panthers.
Either that or that, and we kind of saw a similar game like that last year with the Broncos and the Colts.
You did.
The final score
That
being
game was
29,
horrible.
I remember
And that-
Steven ranted about that game for like 10 straight minutes.
And that game happened the weekend of my birthday last year. Damn it.
Yeah, that was the most dumpster fire of a game on the face of the planet.
I wouldn't even call that a game. No, I'll call that a snooze fest.
Yeah, you call it a snooze. Yeah, you call it a snooze fest. It's like watching the Outcast on AEW.
Oh.
But I digress. Let's go with next game is the San Francisco 49ers taking on Cleveland.
Warning, ass whipping alert. Massage therapist and needing, please, in room 225. Thank you very much for Mr. Deshaun Watson. I have the 49ers laying an absolute whipping of a lifetime on our favorite whipping boy, Deshaun Watson. I'm going to go with the Niners 41-10.
I'm going to go even more brutal. I'm going 49ers over the Browns 45-7.
Dude, breaking news here. The Cleveland Police Department has officially begun filing first-degree murder charges on the San Francisco 49ers.
Courtesy of Brock Purdy.
A week early, huh?
Yeah, they're ready because they know they're about to get their ass handed to them.
Yeah, well, this is going to trump the Tupac news of last week, so let's do it.
Well, I ain't mad at you.
Give me
Go ahead.
San Fran all day, 34-3.
Same here, 31-10, Santa Clara, sorry.
Hey,
Santa
and
Clara.
I was fixing to say, Mike William is on the same trajectory with you. He's got Santa Clara winning 35-3.
Damn, Deshaun's going to get in field goal range, huh?
And then we got the Saints coming up going to Houston to take on the Texans.
This is a tough game to call.
This is a tough game to call.
Yeah, because the Saints.
The Saints looked really good last week, but then again, they were playing New England. You can't really expect nothing out of them anymore.
And it's
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
that was a brutal game to watch.
That was a practice squad.
Yeah, and CJ Stroud has looked amazing despite the losses. He has looked incredible. He broke the touchdowns without an interception record his first 5 games, which was a record held by Dak Prescott. So,
all right, well, I have the Texans 17-13. I know Derek came back and balled out last week against New England, but I think that defense of the Texans will contain them to 13 points.
yeah,
I think I'm going to go to Texans with almost that same score. I'm going 17-10.
I'm going to go 20-14. Texans over New Orleans.
I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go with the Saints in a close one. I'm going to go New Orleans 20-16.
There you go.
Okay.
And William has the Texans 24-20. Nice score.
I'm still a Derek Carr fan, and I think the Raiders should have never gave up on him. But that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely.
Next game is the Colts going to Jacksonville to take on the Jags.
Ooh, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah. I got the Colts 29-17 going into Jacksonville. I know Jacksonville played their ass off and knocked KC in the dirt last week, but I think the Colts are going to rebound here. Actually, even though they won last week as well, but I have the Colts winning this one 29-17 on mine.
Well, Jacksonville beat Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Buffalo, my bad. Buffalo, not Kansas City. Buffalo, yeah. Out there in the UK, right?
Yep.
Or London, yeah.
25-20 was the final score on that.
Mm-hmm. I think Jacksonville's going to have jet lag, so that's my opinion.
And also, Anthony Richardson's not playing for the Colts either.
Yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go with the Jags in this one. I think it's going to be close. I'm gonna go the Jaguars on a game-winning field goal, 20-17.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville as well. I'm going to go with Jacksonville 21-14.
I'm gonna roll with Jacksonville on this one. 23-18.
William has the London Jags 24-17.
I see you guys. I see you guys don't like me. You go against a lot of my picks, young grasshoppers.
I like Steven.
Very funny.
There's nobody to blame but him, as Chris Stapleton once said.
Yeah.
But next up is the Carolina Panthers taking on the Dolphins in Miami.
Jesus. Another warning.
Warning.
Ass whipping alert.
Ass whipping alert.
Where is this game taking place at?
Miami.
Damn it. You know what? If this game was in North Carolina, I would have considered going down there and watching an absolute demolition of the Panthers. It would have brought me a pleasure with pain.
Imagine if they go to that and the Panthers won like 34-0 or something.
I would be pissed.
Well, Steven, I don't know how far you are from their stadium, but you can go lose your money and be depressed all you want watching Carolina play all season.
Hey, come on, Steven. We know you're gonna pull for your favorite team, so come on, go ahead and say it.
I am going to pull for my team all right to get their asses whooped. I'm going to go with Tua Tagovailoa in Miami to put a whooping on Carolina. I'm going to go Miami versus Bryce Young. I'm going to go Dolphins 35, Bryce Young 13.
Oh, you just put Bryce.
You're actually giving them 13 points?
Yes, I'm being generous.
You're showing them some sympathy.
37 to 5.
Whoa! No, you're gonna throw a safety in there?
They're gonna get one safety just out of fucking fluke.
Bad snap on a shotgun?
Yep, bad snap on a shotgun. They get the safety, then they get picked off the first play. They get the ball back. Pick 6.
So the ball's gonna bounce like 30 yards for the safety, right?
Yeah. Ball's gonna.
Oh my God! Williams got the Dolphins 40-3.
It's gonna be a sympathy safety.
I got the Dolphins 35-3.
Almost similar score. Williams got them 40-3.
Oh, my score is gonna be so close to hijackers. Give me the Dolphins 35-2.
Oh!
Another safety. Another safety. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't Dolphins be getting the safety?
No, the Dolphins are going to be getting them some touchdowns.
Defense wants to get in on this party.
It's another sympathy safety.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun. Make it somewhat competitive.
Yeah.
Patriots are taking on the Raiders next in Vegas.
I cannot believe I'm about to say this. Do not let me down, Vegas. I'm going to go with the Raiders. I'm going to go with the Vegas Raiders 19-13.
Talk about being depressed and losing your money.
Luck be a lady tonight, huh?
Ooh, it's a lady.
All right, I'm going to go with the Raiders on a game-winning touchdown, 17-15.
I like your thinking.
Yeah, New England just doesn't have it this year. We're not going to have that bullshit play that the Raiders and the Patriots had the last time they played that won the Raiders the game. But I am going, unfortunately, with Las Vegas 24-14 because New England just doesn't have it this year. Bill Belichick, maybe time to wrap it up and go hang out at home and do some gardening or some shit.
Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders 17-7.
But then it is the master versus the student, right?
Yep.
And
That's
William
right.
has the Raiders winning 21-17.
Okay.
Close games.
Yep.
Especially after getting shut out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Next one. Detroit going to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks.
This is a tough one.
Give me Detroit. Give me Detroit on this one. It is. I'll go with Detroit 30, Bucks 24.
And
gonna go
Ezra, are you going to sing Detroit Rock City after the end of this game?
Oh, you know I will. Oh yeah. Now listen, hijacker. There's a big show coming up, and it's in Detroit. It may not be kids, but it sure is the Lions. Oh yeah.
Hey, kids, it's going to be real and live. Oh, yeah.
No, they're not.
Give me Detroit in this one. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go 34-20.
I'm going to go Detroit as well. I'm going to go Detroit 27-21.
I got Detroit 21-17, and the Buccaneers are going to get hit with, like Seattle, but Seattle's not, but they're going to get hit with that bye week bug. So I got Detroit 21-17.
Oh, good score, William. Lions 31-24 over Tampa Bay.
Good, yeah. Okay. Next game is the Cardinals going to LA to take on the Rams.
Shit.
Ooh.
Is this the garbage game of the week or no?
I think the garbage game of the week happened like 4 games ago.
It's a trap.
I thought the garbage game of the week I thought the garbage game of the week at first was gonna be
I'm gonna go with the Rams in this one. I'm gonna go the Rams 26-20.
I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams 24. I'm going Rams 24-17.
I got the Rams 35-16, and my center fielder who plays quarterback, who is not probably playing, will come and wave hi to everybody and make appearance.
I'm going the Rams 26-16.
Oh, you
Yeah, Ezra, did you give your score?
yeah. Yeah, I said 24. I said 24-17.
Got it.
Rams. Yep.
And let me see what Williams got. Okay, go ahead with the next game while I'll get his score.
Let's see. Next game is the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets.
So we're gonna suck this week. Give me the Eagles.
Go my damn line.
Give me the Eagles in this one. I'm gonna go 30-10.
I got the Eagles. Go ahead, Ezra. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles 34. Eagles 34. Jets 20.
All right, I got a close game, low-scoring game. Eagles 17, Jets 14.
I love the name that Williams got. He's got the sheep 21-17. I love Philadelphia in this one. I'm gonna go. I think the Jets are gonna put up a decent fight. I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. I'm gonna go Philadelphia 28-17.
Yeah, the Jets are not a bad 2-3 team. They played hard the last 2 weeks. Actually, a couple of weeks they
Similar
played hard,
score kind of to William. He's got Philadelphia 30-17.
Cool.
All right, Sunday Night Football, where we once again have to see the Giants on our television screens.
Why? For the love of Christ, why?
Yeah, we get to watch the Giants get stomped.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
And Buffalo.
I got this one. Buffalo 35, Giants 9, 3 field goals.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, I thought you
They're
were
not-
taking a touchdown and a safety.
You know
No,
what?
no. They're not getting in the red zone. These are all going to be 40 yard field goals because they're not going to be able to get in the red zone once.
I'm going to go with Buffalo in an absolute massacre.
you go.
45-6.
There you go. We're putting Jason Voorhees on their sideline.
You know what?
I'm gonna
41-3.
You're putting Michael Myers in there too with them.
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Hey, this weekend coming up, Friday the 13th, so might as well.
Yes. I'll have my
42 to
machete
3.
ready.
Ooh.
Yeah.
42-3 Buffalo. Damn.
How many missed field goals are they going to have in there too?
Oh, I love this score
give,
because I'm a Pantera fan.
I'll give him 2 missed field goals.
All right.
Williams got the Bills winning 33-3. 3-3-3.
And the other one's going to go wide left.
Oof.
Williams got the Bills 33-3. I love it. 3-3-3. Hell yeah.
Yeah, right after Friday the
And
13th.
last but not least,
Ain't that a bitch?
last but not least, Monday night out west.
The Cowboys taking on the Chargers.
Oh, this game is so difficult to figure out.
Well, I got a close one. Cowboys will rebound 28-27 over the Chargers.
Oh, no. Not this week, sir. Seeing as how the Chargers are at home, they are coming off a bye week, but Dallas, nah. I'm not showing Dallas no mercy this week. Give me the Chargers in this one. I'm going to go 27-14.
The game's on the West. I'm going to go with the Chargers as well. I'm going to go with the Chargers to beat the Cowboys in a close one. I'm going to go with the Chargers 24-21.
I'll say this much. Last week, the Dallas offense was impersonating John Cena because you couldn't see them. So with that being said, you know what? I'm going to roll with Hijacker on this. I'm going to pick Dallas 24-23.
1 point a game affair there, huh?
Oh, and Williams got the capper. He's got the Cowboys in a come from behind victory 21-19.
Wow.
Another fucking safety.
Wow.
Oh, Hijacker, what is it with you and safeties? I mean, we hardly ever talked about safeties last year, and now we can't stop.
I don't know. I don't even know.
I think Mike needs to form his own band called the Safety Committee.
Hijacker's had more safeties in his game than the Cowboys have players on injured reserve right now.
Oof.
Oh.
Shall we see? Well, I know he's number 3, but shall we see Trey Lance this week?
Oh.
It depends.
That's only if 1 and 2 go down, right?
Yep.
If Tony Pollard can stay healthy and play good, and if Prescott can get his receivers on track, I mean, Dallas has a pretty good shot, but they go as far as Dak will go.
Yeah.
Because when they win, it's because of the defense. And when they lose, it's because of Prescott throwing stupid picks and they having stupid fumbles.
Yeah. Well, as long as he does his sideline warm-up before the game.
Ay.
Yeah, but that'll do it for week number 6.
Oh yeah, picks are in.
A third of the regular season already in the books.
Yeah.
And we await Kevin to give his scores this week, so he'll have his scores in this week.
It's been an interesting start of the 5 weeks so far. But y'all, I got to skate because I got to get into work here shortly. Thank you for letting me jump on y'all for the picks. And
hijacker.
And I dropped a cigar review today, La Aroma de Cuba Passion. Okay. That is now on Smoking the Bay's YouTube channel. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of the show, and I'll
you too, man.
catch up with
Be
y'all
good
from the flip side. Happy birthday once again, brother.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll catch up with you.
Oh, Orange Cassidy wins the International Championship.
You already got it back?
What? He beat Ray Phoenix.
Yes, he did.
Wow. That quickly. Wait, Orange Cassidy took him on? I thought John Moxley was supposed to be facing him.
Ray Phoenix is the champion because he beat Moxley.
But John Moxley was supposed to face him.
Wow.
Bringing in a new
change that?
Well, we gotta find some way to save. So
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I have a much better plan.
All right.
It is going to be a long night for Baltimore.
Mobile hotspot and save on everyone.
Why you say that?
Bottom of the second, they are down to the Texas Rangers 6-0.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh, but they must have changed it around. Moxley must have not been cleared.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, 6-0 in the bottom of the second.
Moxley must have not been cleared. Okay. All right. That's our picks, everybody. Real quick. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about before we bolt out of here for today?
I think I am good.
I'm good.
I think I am good too.
All right, Joey, final thoughts.
Once again, another great show with you guys. Hate that we couldn't have Kevin due to an unfortunate situation. I'm not sure what was going on. I think if I remember texting something, Kevin was saying he got back too late, so I'm guessing he and his family must have gone out and done something tonight. But
it's fine.
Hopefully we'll have his scores in before the Broncos and Chiefs kick us off on Thursday. But postseason baseball is heating up. We got to finish up the Rangers and the Orioles tonight, which more than likely will be over. So with that being said, we got 3 games tomorrow in postseason baseball. And I believe we are also in the middle of a 49 straight day streak in which we're going to see football on television, I believe.
That's crazy.
So enjoy the football. Yeah, enjoy the football. Enjoy postseason baseball. Enjoy basketball as much as you can, and enjoy some hockey. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Absolutely. Steven, you know the drill, my friend.
Great show with you guys here on my birthday, and thank you to everybody here in the chat. Thank you to William. Thank you to Randy. Thank you to Trenda. Thank you to you guys that will watch this later on afterwards, and I appreciate my crew here in the Nation's Corner. I appreciate my crew here on the sports show. You, Joey, you, Ezra, Randy, Kevin, Mike, everybody out there, that helps, do this. We always have a great time doing this show, and I look forward to every single time putting on the microphone, coming on live, and talking about the world of sports. And looking forward to next week and recapping week 6 in the NFL and whatever goes on in the MLB playoff realm, because, man, it's heating up. And the NBA season starts very soon as well. And with that being said, you can follow us on Twitter at ON_Sports Show, Facebook.com/Nation Sports Show, and where we are live on Tuesdays at YouTube.com/The Nation Sports Show. And also don't forget to follow the Nation's Corner on Twitter at Nation's Corner. Everywhere else on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, it is at The Nation's Corner. And check out the return of the Nation's Corner this Saturday as the guys and gal recap the busy week in professional wrestling, highlighted by tonight's NXT and AEW Dynamite on a Tuesday, going head to head for the first time in quite some time. Also, the latest, happenings on WWE, and with Raw and SmackDown and Impact and New Japan and whatever happens in the world of wrestling. Check out the Nation's Corner this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central, 4 p.m. Pacific. And don't forget to catch us next week here on YouTube, same time, same place, same channel. And with that being said, Ezra, wrap us up, my friend.
Absolutely, man. It's been a great show, man. Thank you guys so much for all your input. It's always appreciated. Thank you to Hijacker Mike for coming in with his picks as always. And thank you to everybody watching. We appreciate you guys' support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Don't forget to check us out next week. Like you said, we got more. We got week 6. We're gonna have week 6 wrapped up and week 7 to go on. It's gonna be a great show, of course. All the different stuff, MLB playoffs, and of course, on wrestling wise tonight, of course, going on right now, NXT and Dynamite. So check out all that. Don't forget, once again, Mission Pro Wrestling Thriller, October 21st. Maya World versus Izzy Moreno. You got the Mission Pro title match between Tiffany Nieves and Christina Marie. The Open Casket Challenge with JP Harlow and Black Swan. Also, you can't forget about Amira taking on Lady Bird. Morgan Mercy versus Gypsy Mac. Jasmine Allure versus Brittany Brooks. It's going to be there's going to be a lot of great matches. Angel Blue versus Mia Friday. Queen Uju versus Shay Carmichael. It's going to be a stacked card here for this big event here with for Mission Pro Wrestling. Like I said, October 21st. TitleMatchNetwork.com. If you can't be there live, it's only $9.99 a month. If you're in San Antonio, MissionProWrestling.com. And for sponsorship opportunities, sponsor a wrestler or the show itself, MissionProWrestling@gmail.com. Email them and they'll get you the info on how to sponsor one of the pro wrestlers on the show or how to sponsor the show in general. So check them out. With that being said, for Kevin Rory, for Stephen Wyatt, by the way, happy birthday again, brother. For Joey Thornton, for our boy Randy Garr and his wife, for everybody else in the nation, I am Ezra Vickery. We will see you right here next week with another great edition of our Nation Sports Show. Take care, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see you. And we will see you all next time. And we will see you all next time for the wonderful world of sports. Take care, everybody, and we will see you very, very soon.